everyone, it's Linda Sobraski with Sapphire Papercrafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. How is everybody today on this kind of rainy, cooler day? And I was watching last night Hurricane Ida. Um, I know there are some of our fellow demonstrators who are down there in New Orleans. One of them that I do watch quite frequently on her YouTube channel. She makes beautiful cards. Wow Nola Creation, Susan Lavasser. So I'm hoping she's okay. I know beginning of last week she made an announcement. She goes, "I'm shutting down. I'm getting out of here." So I'm hoping she's safe. And then also. One of our fellow demonstrators, Linda Bettinger, which is another one who makes beautiful cards. Her husband passed away at the beginning of the week, so my condolences go out to her. As you see, when you become a demonstrator, it kind of becomes a little family, and you start to get to know other people. And I was fortunate enough that my upline had won a trip to Greece, and then we kind of extended it and went to Italy. A chance of a lifetime for me. But also I got to meet a lot of other demonstrators, that I've seen on YouTube and Facebook and been watching. So that was really nice, and I became friends with some of them. I keep in touch with some of them, so that's really nice. Hey Cindy, how are you? No Indians tonight? No game? I haven't been able to follow them. I don't know. We got rid of live TV, so I'm not following anything. To watch Hurricane Ida last night, I had to go on Fire Stick and NBC News and all kinds of stuff. So I don't get to see live TV anymore. But that's the way it goes. Last week we had talked about the paper pumpkin that came out for the month of August. They're off tonight. Okay. And we talked about the Hope Box. Well, after my video, I did decide to put together. Yay! She said they won yesterday. That's good news. They're still the Indians to me, and they will always be the Indians to me, and they will always be Jacob's Field. So let me show you the cards that I made. I made them just like it says. Let me flip down here. So this was one of them. Isn't that cute? And then of course, I always have to do the inside. Oh, thanks, Cindy. That'd be great. I did find out though, because I used Melon Mambo, and look at the difference in these two. I stamped off on this one, so I must have like a really juicy pad there. And I think this one, yeah, this one I stamped off too. So that was one of the cards. And then here was another one. Where there is hope, there is faith. And then I said inside, where there is faith, miracles happen. And you see, I always like to back and stuff. This one I used the Melon Mambo. I don't know. It like finishes off to me. And then this one was really cute. Always hope, because you'll never know what tomorrow will bring. And then again, I said, where there is faith, miracles happens. So those were the 9 cards that came in with it, and it has some really beautiful envelopes with it. So it's got 3 of those, and 3 of those, and 3 of those. I did not make the box yet. I'm going to. I have some ideas of what I want to do with this set. So I'm gotta make the box yet, and then I'm gonna give it to somebody. Um, they did tell us that because they ran into some technical difficulties with ordering Paper Pumpkin for about 5 days, that they have extended it, and anybody can order Paper Pumpkin um, today and tomorrow. So if you're interested in getting that set, go on to my site, www.lindasabrowski.stampinup.net, or you can go on to sapphirepapercrafts.com and hit shop, and you will be able to get that Hope box if you're interested. They also have refills available if you really like those cards. So this month, or for the month of September, I got so much stuff on here I need to get rid of. It's Haunts and Harvests. It is treat boxes. I think it was nine treat boxes, and you can make them fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, whatever your little heart desires. And then it comes with a bop. Can you tell I've been around CJ? A box, and it says that you can turn it into a wheelbarrow. I hope there's instructions because I need it. That looks really nice, but I'm not seeing a wheelbarrow out of that thing. So hopefully they'll have some instructions in there so we can do that. So today we are going to play with pretty pumpkins. So I was in here all day yesterday and I made all kinds of things. So I'm ready to go for a while here. But the first thing I played with was the pretty pumpkins because Halloween's coming and fall's coming. So I thought this would be fun to play with. And I made a couple cards with it. So here is the first one. And I used, let's see, I put a little cheat sheet in here for myself. Here it is. Here we go. And I didn't say what paper that was. That is, hang on, I put it right back here. Harvest Meadows. That's the Harvest Meadows paper. So I used Bumblebee for the base, the Harvest Meadows, and I used Bumblebee and Basic White. And then on the inside I just used the Basic White and a strip of the Harvest Meadows paper. Hey Jenny, no problem. You can jump on anytime you want. So let's make this card. I'm going to show you a technique to make that pumpkin. So first thing is we take our Bumblebee 8.5 by 11, cut it in half to 5.5 by 4.25. And I don't know why my phone keeps going off. And let's score that. And then we're going to put on our piece of Designer Series paper. And our Designer Series paper is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Had to get back to my measurements there. So we're going to put that on. So this was one of the stamp sets that I used to make one of my swap cards, and that's where I made that fancy fold. Okay, so that's our first, and then so my Bumblebee is cut to, I should Put my glasses on so I can see. Oh, thanks, Cindy. I'm like, why is my phone blowing up? 4.5 by 3.25, and so I just cut my basic white down 1/8 of an inch, so it's 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. So to stamp our pumpkin, I haven't cleaned my blocks for you, Cindy. I'm gonna stamp using Bumblebee. I should have probably cleaned my stamp pads. Look at these things. And I wonder why I get ink all over. Wait, let's see. I think I still have, look at that. Look at that. I still have my alcohol swab. But I have to be careful because when I do the back, it takes the writing off. How to clean your stamp pads. Alcohol. I have it in a little, do you remember years and years and years ago when they had, when people used to eat green onions, and you used to put salt in these little things and dip them in there? My ex-husband used to love them. And so that's what I'm keeping my little alcohol swabs in. Okay, so we got Bumblebee, we have Cajun Craze, and we have Pumpkin Pie. All right, and I have little daubers here, and they're all marked. I mark my little daubers. Okay, so I'm gonna take, and I'm just gonna put some Bumblebee. Okay. I wanted this one. I didn't think was as dark as I wanted it, so I'm gonna try and go. You just want to clean off your stamp pad cases. Well, you probably could, but it's not as much fun. And then I'm gonna put some pumpkin pie on here. And then Cajun Craze, because I hope this is going to come out a little bit darker. Let's hope I get all my spots. And put it on here. Yep, I missed the spot. Okay, we're gonna do it again. See, that's why I have two sides of the piece of paper. Okay, let's try this again. It was darker though, which is what I wanted. Just need to pay attention. Okay, I think I got all the areas. And actually, I'm going to huff on it too. With my kielbasa and pierogi breath, which is what we had for dinner. There we go. So see how I get that variegated look by doing that? Okay, so let's see. I am not going to use pumpkin pie anymore on this. And why can't I get this to close? It's like stuck. There we go. But I am going to use the Cajun Craze. Okay, and so now I have my pumpkin on there. I'm going to stamp my Gather Together using the Cajun Craze. Got a little tilt to it. And then I'm going to take my pumpkin that I die cut out, and I'm going to Wink a Stella it. Give it that glittery shine. So have you guys gotten any new stamp sets that you've fallen in love with? Either out of the new catalog or out of the new mini? I like the pumpkins. I like fall, that's why. Okay, let's get this to dry real quick. So while that's drying, let's do our inside. So on our inside, what did I stamp inside? I don't even remember. So thankful for you. So let's stamp that. And then I put these leaves next to it. And then, let's see, I'm done stamping. So let's put that away. Otherwise, you know what I'll do. So then I put this little piece, it's half an inch, down on the bottom. So it's cut to 5.25 by half an inch. I got just a tad of overhang here, so I'm just going to trim that. And that's dry. So let's put this on the inside of our card. And then we're going to put our pumpkin on here. I'm going to use glue though. I wrote something on my little scratch piece of paper here to remind myself, you know, what I used. And one thing I'm looking at makes no sense. Oh, yes it does. I see what it's for. Trying to sit my pumpkin straight, you know, since I'm always crooked anyways. There we go. So we don't see this pumpkin on the back. He's just a figment of our imagination. So we'll stick this on here. I kind of don't mind that my gather together is kind of wonky. I'm okay with that. And then I put this in the middle here, and you know what? I dimensionaled this up. Now that I think about it. So let me find my dimensionals. And it's fine, even though I put adhesive on the back of it. It will be fine. You guys are awful quiet tonight. What's the deal? So what's everybody doing this weekend? We got a big weekend coming up. There's all kinds of things going on. We always do all kinds of things on Labor Day weekend because it's my daughter's birthday. And she thinks the whole weekend is her birthday, so. And then we use these matte decorative dots. They come in, I even wrote on the back so I remember. Bumblebee, Cherry Cobbler, Evening Evergreen, and Old Olive. So these are in the mini catalog. Oktoberfest Air Show Swimming. There you go, Nikki. What about going to Blossom to hear the orchestra? I like that idea. So these actually look like they are ombre. These dots. I want to take Christopher to Blossom to hear the orchestra because he loves music and I think he'd like that. Oh, happy anniversary, Jenny. 41 years. Wow, that's great. Oh no, your niece is being deployed. Oh. Where to? I know my nephew just joined the service, and I don't know if right now is the best time, but you know, I guess we need people to protect us. So here we go. Here's the first card, and with our little variegated look there on our pumpkin, using our daubers, and then Winka Stellowing. Oh, okay. And so thankful for you. So that was the first one. And then here's the second one. And this is utilizing a designer series paper. And this is from that other stack, which I need to turn around again. Beauty of the Earth. One of these days I'll remember all these. So I used the Beauty of the Earth designer series paper, Cajun Craze, and Bumblebee again. And again, you know, try to do my variegated pumpkin, but it came out kind of light, so we'll change that up this time. And then if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you, and I put one of the pumpkin cutouts in here and the little leaf. So we start with a piece of Cajun Craze, 8.5 by 11, cut in half to 5.5 by 4.25. And where's my bone folder? I guess I should have cleaned this too. And then this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we can put this on too. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. We'll put this on. We'll put this on. Oh wow. Well, at least she's not going to the front line. But it's so scary. I've been trying to, you know, read and see what's going on, and it's just, it's scary. That's all. It's just scary. Okay, so let's do our inside. We use Cajun Craze. And we used the If Friends Were Pumpkins, I'd Pick You. I think that's cute. It's hard to keep clean and be creative too. My workspace is immaculate. What does that tell you? That tells me that you're not doing anything, Cindy. That's what that tells me. That's all right. Because you know what? This is yours. It's sitting right here waiting for you. Okay, so I'm going to use glue on this pumpkin too. Where is my... Here it is. Let me put my silicone mat down. Just so I don't get glue all over the place. We'll get you creative again, Cindy. I'm hoping that we can do, you know, craft weekends again this year. That's a lot of fun. That's nice and relaxing. When you use a silicone mat like I just did, and you saw I got glue dots on it, you can see when that dries, I can rub it right off. Before that dries, let me see if I can get my leaf in there. I did the same thing. Yeah, there we go. Because it kind of, see how it slides around the edge there? Yes, I can. I know a while ago, I think I told you guys that I was watching Hell's Kitchen and Gordon Ramsay. Well, I found out that he has shows that is kind of like bar rescue and like that, only he's rescuing restaurants. So I started watching that this weekend. Oh, Lord. That's all I can say. Some of these people are just unbelievable. Let's use this piece of scrap here, and let's do our pumpkin again. There was one lady on there who owned a restaurant, and she said that she thought soup of the day meant just whatever soup they had, which they had the same soup every day, a soup of the day. Gordon Ramsay's like, no, you're supposed to change it every day. And she's like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm like, oh, Lord, help me. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I got it all. Is it going to fit on this little scrap? I think so. There we go. Oh yeah, that's good. That worked. A little darker. I think the first time I was doing that I had too much bumblebee on there. So I need to die cut this really quick. And I pulled my die out, and what did I put it right here. So as I was making everything yesterday, instead of getting up to go to my cut and emboss machine, I was just leaning over like I'm going to do right now. And let me tell you about that knot in my back today at work. Probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. Okay. It looks like I was a little off center on that. But it will do. I was a lot off center with that. Alright, I'm going to glue my little stem on it. And I even taped the thing. Fancy that, huh? I put glue everywhere but where I wanted it. Okay, I cut this out using, where's my cheat sheet? The seasonal labels die. And I'm going to stamp "So Thankful for You" on there. It kind of just fits on there. There we go. And I pop this up with dimensionals. Put it right in front of my face. Oh my God. I'm going to be as bad as my husband. My husband, who is lucky to be alive right now. Because we went down to Front Street Friday night to see a band. And my girlfriend and her husband went down too, and we just happened to run into them. And he decided he was ready to leave, and he said, "Bye." Okay. And he left. Now I'm thinking, he went and sat on another bench or something, because I know his back was bothering him and the seats are uncomfortable. No. He went up to the car, and when he realized that we still have the rental car, because they're still working on my car, he decided to walk home and didn't tell me. So I spent 45 minutes to an hour looking for him. I was ready to kill him. He's lucky he's alive. So I'm just going to put that right there on the edge. And you see, I only put dimensionals on one side because I've got it sitting against this tag where these dimensionals are. And you know what? I'm going to put a little dimensional. So the best part of this whole thing is, I said to him, when you got to the car and realized you didn't have the keys, why didn't you come back and I'd give you the keys, and if I wasn't ready to go, you could come back and get me. He said, because I didn't feel like walking all the way down there. Okay, so instead of walking 50 feet or so, he walked 1.6 miles home. So I don't want to hear any more about how bad his back hurts. I think he's got dementia, Jenny. I'm talking about you, goofball. So after we got our heating and air conditioning fixed, somebody said something to me about my home warranty, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, we do. We have a home warranty on this house um, that we got when we bought it. So, we got a hold of them, and yes, they're going to cover um, part of the air conditioning. And so, I need I need to go a little bit bigger on that. I need to get the receipt and stuff, and everything's electronic nowadays. Well, I look and I don't have a copy of the receipt and everything. So, I said to Ed, I said, well, didn't they give us a bunch of paperwork, for it? And he's like, no, I don't think so. I said, well, isn't there like paperwork down by the furnace? No. Yeah, so when I came home from work, I went down to the furnace and got it. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about Mike. Mike takes after Mom. Zed. Mike's just crazy. Don't mind me, I'm having problems with my bow here because I want my tails to be a little longer than what they keep coming out to be. There we go. Yeah, Mom's 92 and sharp as a tack. It's her sons that'll be falling to the dementia land. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Our sister-in-law has been battling breast cancer, and her husband has been an absolute dream with her. At least we think so. So I'm going to stick this little bow right here on the side, and I just use the twine, this twine here. And then I'm going to take the little decorative matte dots. And I just took the real itty bitty ones. I just tried to line 3 of them up. I will say one thing about my husband. He makes me laugh because he just does some goofy things. So after a hard day of work, I come home and just laugh at him. So there we go. I actually I wish I'd have cut this out a little straighter, but I like the pumpkin with the darker shades. This one you can see I tried to darken it up some using the sponge around it and everything. But I like it with the Cajun craze and the pumpkin pie showing a little bit more on this one. And I think kind of the same thing on this one. You know, I like the little bit darker, the more fall colors than just the yellowish, the bumblebee. So, and you know, you can use any type of designer series paper on the back here, um, you know, to get that look. And there's all kinds of stamps in this. You know, you've got these pumpkins, which you have a die to cut out, and then you've got these the pumpkin, you know, kind of the blooms, I guess you call them. Um, I think you can see it where they open up, um, and you can get those and put those on there, and then the dies. Except for my missing leaf die, because I still haven't found it. It's in here somewhere. Um, so you've got the dies to cut it out, and then you've got the dies to put around the stem of the pumpkin, and then you can cut out like this die. So really cute, 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 cute. And these will cut out these here. So, and this is detailed pumpkin dies and the pretty pumpkin. I stuck this on here because I know the leaf die is here somewhere. It's just stuck under something. Um, and I don't know what. So that is what I have for the night. I hope you enjoyed those cards. We'll be doing some more fall cards next week. Um, Actually, I think they're sympathy cards for next week, and we'll just keep going. We're going to do some Christmas cards and move on from there. So, like I said, if you're interested in the DSP, the second one. So the first one is the Harvest Meadow. That that was this one here, and that's in the mini catalog. And then this one is the, and did I think I may have even done a sheet on that. I did. It's the Beauty of the Earth DSP, and I used this one here. Um, this one is beautiful. I have seen this one used for Christmas cards, and I mean, I like this one and this one because I like the blues. I like blues, and then I like the oranges and the reds. So this is a real nice set, and this is in the main catalog. So I'm still trying to get to all of my pages, but I'll get them done little by little, and that will help. So if you're interested in getting the Hope Box, remember you can order it today and tomorrow. You don't have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. If you are interested in getting a refill for that, you can do that. You'll get everything but the stamp pad and the stamps again, and you don't get the box, but you get everything else. Um, and you can order that. I think it's $10 to get a refill kit for that. And then if you're interested in the September, making the little treat boxes, and like I said, you know, think about it. What I do with my little treat boxes is like I told you guys last week, you know, I put candy in them and stuff, and you know, when I stop for my coffee in the morning or something, I'll give them to the girls. You don't know what a smile it puts on their face when they've been having a rough day, because those, you know, how wonderful customers can be. And, you know, you just hand them a little gift. Um, they enjoy that. And, you know, it's just a little something you made. You know, what it cost you? Nothing. Um, so, you know, think about that when, you know, you're looking at your paper pumpkin kit and it's something like these little treat boxes, and you're like, make somebody's day. They'll enjoy it. Um, and that is all I have for the week. So everybody have a good week. Stay safe and watch for this rain that I think we're going to be getting. I think we're going to get some Avida up here. So be careful out there, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye bye.